Kamala Harris voters, I'm going to make you feel good and understand what's really going on. It is April 1st, 2025. So pay attention, my fellow liberals and leftists. Here's the deal. We're winning. And we're winning well. I'm going to explain that. I'm going to explain the score and the playbook that we know, tactic known, tactic blown. I'm going to talk about your benefits today, so you want to pay attention to that. And I'm also going to talk about how stupid Elon is and how he's going down and how the president of the United States may be resigning in less than 365 days. He is not winning. He's in trouble. And I'm gonna tell you why the why the third term is such bullwit and what he's really doing. So you're gonna get some real good updates today. I only ask one thing: subscribe to my channel, Darren Monroe Politics on YouTube. If you're on another channel like Instagram or TikTok, TikTok's going to die by Saturday. It's being banned. So get over to Darren Monroe Politics. If you're on my Instagram, definitely follow me there, but definitely get over to YouTube because I talk about stuff on YouTube no other social media will ever let me, okay? So let's go. First of all, the score is 45-1. 45-1 meaning what, Darren? Out of 46 federal judgments in the last 10 plus weeks, we are in the 11th week. We're on the 71st day of Trumpism, and he's lost 45. And the recent one was his ability for him and Tom Homan, the idiot border czar, to pull away a law that gave refugee status to 300,000 Venezuelans from a dictator. And a federal judge in California said, nope. This is how he's been losing. Basically, his playbook is, hey, I'm going to break the law, which he is, him and Elon Musk. And Elon Musk is going to jail. I explained a little bit of that today, okay? Elon Musk is going to jail, for real. Guaranteed. That'll take years, but I'm going to tell you how they're going to remove Elon this year in a matter of weeks and months. First of all, I want you to understand his playbook is break the law. He loses the court case, takes it to the appeal court, and then he takes it to the Supreme Court. That's why you should breathe easier, because every time he's doing something, there's either a judge or one of the 22 Democratic states who have been representing both AGs and governors who sue and win, like birthright citizenship, when he went in the executive board and said, I don't want birthright citizenship. And the judge said, wrong, but the 22 states sued. Or it's the nonprofits like the ACLU who are coming at him. And big shout out to, Mobilize, Move On, and Indivisible with Leah and Ezra who have been rocking it. So we do have people fighting on our side. Congress sucks, but there are people who are trying. Shout out to Cory Booker, who right now is in the middle of a filibuster he's been doing for like 10, 12 hours. He's been up trying to keep and hold up the Senate from making any kind of new movements for the Republican Party. So he is doing something, thank goodness. And he's doing a long one. You know, this hadn't been done in years. So definitely tune into him live, check him out, see how far he goes. Follow him on his social media. The only problem I have with Cory is that he did not stand up to Chuck Schumer and really challenge his minority leadership, whether it be with him or anybody else, because that was the mess about, Chuck Schumer voting for that budget, as we all know. Let's keep things moving. Let's talk about your benefits. I know you want to hear that. What's the deal with the benefits? There are 5 benefits that are in danger. The Affordable Care Act, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and veterans benefits. I'll start with veterans benefits. Yes, they got the VA, but the good news is we got thousands of VA jobs back, because a third of the VA is actual veterans, and they got those back. There was over 25,000 jobs that went back through Judge Alsop 2 weeks ago that said, no, this is a sham. You can't just fire temporary employees just because you feel like it. That's foolishness. The other thing about the VA is that they're trying to gut customer support services. But again, court moves. We're talking about 22 states fighting that. We're talking about the ACLU fighting that. We're talking about, of course, veteran organizations fighting that. Okay, and looking at the way the judges have been weighing in, 45-1, I take our chances. We're looking good. Okay, the next thing is Medicare and Affordable Care Act. Nobody's been coming directly at that yet, but obviously we know that's coming. What they've really been coming at is the last two, which is Medicaid and Social Security. Medicaid and SNAP, they're trying to defund that so they cannot, the committees cannot fund them and they're no longer there. But they hadn't been able to do it because now the very MAGA people in those town halls, no, millions of MAGA people now believe us. They now believe us. Thank God. Because even though they may not be our friend, the enemy of our enemy is our friend. So they're fighting them. They're getting dragged out of town halls. Thank God. I'm so glad they got treated that way so they can see what we've been telling them for over a year, that this was going to happen. It's going to hit them because SNAP and Medicaid, they use more of that in red states. So, I mean, the idea that they're trying to do that is ridiculous. They're talking about a proposal of a bill to put that in there, but it hasn't been proposed and it hasn't been put through. So you don't have to sweat about Medicaid yet. Social Security is a different thing. It doesn't necessarily mean you got to sweat it, but they got rid of thousands of Social Security people and they got in several departments. So it makes you nervous, I know, but keep going because Social Security is still there. And understand the plan, the platform. Understand that what has happened in the last 10 weeks, every time they got something like USAID, the judge said, no, bring that back. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau Board, whatever, bring that back. We've been winning them. So even though what's happened to Social Security and education, bring that back. That's what's been happening, all right? So every time you see him, and I want you, that's why I said, I'm going to earn your subscription here, subscribe to Darren Monroe Politics on YouTube and any other social media you see this on, because what's happening is people are trying to shock you, even on the left. Even influencers on the left are out there. Well, did you hear what he did? And I'm just not going to do that anymore. I'm going to say, yeah, he's done horrible things. Yeah, he's talking about a third term. You know why that's the joke? Because he can't even make it past 10 weeks without being shut down 45 out of 1 times. And for those who want to come in and say, well, Darren, he's not following what the judge said. Yes, he is. They unfroze that money. They gave that money back. They put them jobs back. They got pictures of people coming back to their jobs. It's happening. You know why? Because if he doesn't, he's in contempt of court. Trump is scared, and he's rightfully so. Like Boasberg, he's talking about trying to impeach. He's not going to impeach him, y'all. He don't have the numbers. He don't have the numbers. Well, he's running the GOP. No, he's not. He got a few people more in the House of Representatives and the Senate. He is not running GOP. It's not. It takes 2/3 to impeach a judge, and they ain't got it. They ain't got it. They ain't gonna do that, and they ain't gonna win. Plus, now they pissed off the courts talking about impeaching a judge. And guess what happened? In the Signal case, they they put Boasberg, the same judge they want to impeach from the Alien Enemies Act, as the head judge. That tells you right there where they're at. It's going to look really bad for them. They're in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. You want to follow me here because I'm always going to give information. I'm going to be starting an app. Really, very soon, you're going to hear me talk about it. What I do is 30 years marketing branding experience. And so I help people make money online for the last 20 years. And I'm going to start helping the liberals who are dealing with the Trump policies who are worried about losing money. So you definitely want to follow me here, and I'll be telling you more there. But let me point out to you, do not react to everything he does. Like Department of Education. Oh, he got education. No. Nonprofits, the 22 Democratic states, and federal judges are about to straighten that out too. Well, how do we know? Because that's what they did with everything else. And whatever hasn't happened right away, they're trying to make sure that the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. One last note, Elon's in trouble. Big. 14 of those 22 states, including mine in Illinois, are suing to get him out. They're suing to get the Trump administration to get him out. And they got a good shot because the DOJ lied and said he's not head of Doge. And 2 weeks later, Trump's in front of the State of the Union saying what? He's head of Doge. Oh, they're in trouble. And the judge is Judge Shukin, a black woman, Obama appointee, who was also the judge for the insurrection, if you're familiar with the name. We winning, y'all. Relax. Did I just earn you a subscription? Hopefully so. You definitely want to connect with me because I got the goods and I'm going to make you feel good every day on what's really going on so you don't panic, freak out, and lose your freaking mind. Follow me now.